let's figure out who's going to win the Copenhagen Major. Bracket time. I'm going to leave the bracket Google Doc down below so you can fill out your own if you want to, and then share them in our Discord, which will be in the description down below. Shout out to Adam and Cody, who are the contributors to making this Google Doc. Appreciate you and everything you do for the community. So let's get into it. So if you didn't know, these are the teams that made Major. First up, we have Carmine versus Limitless. Carmine is going to 3-0 them. It's not even going to be close. Sorry, Limitless. You're going to go down, and nothing's going to stop K-Corp in the first round. BDS is going to 3-1. They're going to 3-1. G2 versus Pioneers. I'm going to put 3-2. It's going to be tough. They always do what they do, where they get a little rocky, but then they always hit their stride. Now, this one might surprise you. I think Vitality is going to lose to Complexity. Complexity, no one is talking about, but they were a top NA team last year. They just moved to a different region. And they took down Furia during some of their splits. So I think they're going to shock Vitality, and Vitality is going to have to really claw their way back into this tournament.
Live the king.
Genji, they always come out strong. They're going to 3-1, no problem. Rule 1 and Gentlemates. Ooh, man. I think Rule 1's going to get an upset here. Rule 1, if you recall, you have a Mod Khaled, NWPO, and I just feel like they've made runs before in the past, and I think they could do it again. And Gentlemates, they do have the experience. I just think you got to have upsets. Falcons versus OG. I don't think OG's going to be prepared for what the Falcons can come with Rawas and Kaliers. Everyone's going to be sleeping on Mina. Oh, and then Luminosity versus Furia. Man, two amazing teams. You gotta love Yan. Also Reddles. I can't go against Reddles here. Although Furia, I do think are gonna go far in this tournament. All right, next up we have Carmine versus Complexity. I think Complexity's gonna make this an interesting one, but Carmine's gonna come out on top. Next up we have BDS versus Rule 1. And I don't know. BDS has been top 4. I just don't know. Until we get to Worlds, they're going to make it far, but I just feel like they might surprise some people. And I think they're going to take this L, and Rule 1's going to get a dub here. Genji Luminosity. This will be a close one, 3-2. I got a lot of Game 5 so far. Holy. That's the thing, how competitive these teams are and how close they could be, especially with the amount of seeds that get to come to this tournament. There's not as many seeds as there were, so like there's not as many dominating performances because these are the best for the region because there's less spots. G2 versus Falcons. Oh my goodness. You don't go against Daniel. You don't go against Daniel. Vitality versus Limitless. Vitality is going to be upset. They're going to come out and smash. I think Gentlemates are going to find a way to take down Elevate. Furia versus Power Up. This is going to be a deciding point here for one of these orgs. It's going to be tough. But I think Fury is going to take this one. And then OG versus Pioneers. I think OG are going to figure it out. They're going to move on. Carmine versus Rule 1. I think Carmine, it's going to be a close series, but I think Carmine's going to come out on top here. This is the tough one. Hear me out. Beast Mode, Daniel, and Atomic. Beast Mode and Daniel didn't make Worlds last year. They missed the last LAN. It's been a very long time since they've been to a LAN, minus the one in Saudi Arabia, which they won. So I think G2 comes out here and makes a statement, and 3-1's Gen G. I have no love for BDS, yet they always make the finals, and it's so frustrating. So I'm probably going to come back to bite me, but I think Fury is a good team. I think Falcons take down Gentlemates. Luminosity versus Vitality. Oh my gosh. Luminosity is going to get a game, but I think Vitality is going to come out strong because they're going to need to figure it out. Complexity versus OG. I think I got to go Complexity here. OG had one good tournament, which helped them qualify. Limitless and Power. I think Power is going to take down Limitless. And then Elevate and Pioneers. We will go Team Elevate. Round 4, Genji versus Furia. I think Genji take this. This one's going to be the closest game of the day. Rule 1 versus Complexity. I think Complexity take this one 3-1. Vitality versus Falcons. Ross versus Zen. Zen has had Ross's number so many times at LAN, but in 1v1, Ross has had Zen's number. And I think the tides will turn and Ross finally gets to defeat Zen in a LAN. Because Zen knows how to lose now. And I think OG, they take down Elevate here. BDS, they'll take down Powera. And I think Luminosity will defeat Gentlemates. So that gives us the Swiss results of Carmine as the number 1 seed. G2 is number 2. Complexity 3, Falcons 4, and Genji 5. Oh, and now we have Vitality versus BDS to get in to the bracket stage. I'm going to go Vitality because I just feel like you can't not have Vitality in a bracket. Like, they might get eliminated, but you can't not have them. Furia and OG. This is where the tides turn. And I think OG shocks some people. And then Rule 1 and Luminosity. I don't think Rule 1 are going to be able to take down Luminosity. They're going to get eliminated. Luminosity get in. OG and Vitality as your top 8 right here. So now we come down to the quarterfinal bracket. Carmine versus Luminosity. Luminosity is going to get probably 2 games off of him. Red Elves is going to have one of those games where he makes a bunch of saves and then he also makes an outplay. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Carmine's going to prevail here. Falcons versus Genji. I think this is going to go to game 7, but I think Genji prevail here. G2 versus OG. This one, I don't even think is going to be close. And it's no disrespect to OG. I just think G2... They're going to be a championship Sunday kind of form situation. Like they want to get there. Vitality is going to prevail here, and you're going to get the top 4 teams in the world of Carmine, Genji, G2, and Vitality. And I think Carmine are going to defeat Genji. It's going to go to 6. It's going to be real close. And then G2 and Vitality. This is going to come down to who makes the most mistakes. But I think in the end, this one is going to go to 7. G2 is going to go, and it's going to be G2 versus Carmine. This is such a good matchup, and it could honestly go either way. But in my mind, I think Vatira wants it so bad. But it's not Worlds. So he'll have his time. He'll have his time at Worlds. And this loss right here, this loss I'm about to give them, this is going to motivate Vatira to continue playing. And he's going to come back for next LAN. And he's going to do even better. And I think G2 become champions and really make a statement against everyone since they didn't make Worlds last season. Well, G2 did, but Daniel in Beast Mode. What a run it has been, everybody. If you enjoy this type of content, again, let me know. And as a reminder, be sure to join the Discord and post your bracket in the Discord so I can see how we compare. I'm going to post mine in there as well. All right, I'll see you in the next video.